Okay, kids, welcome. This isn't quite the fortress. This is going to be. Now, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to title this series. I was going to say, Laz's cult reviews, but that's a little too close to Brandon Tennell's cult movie reviews. I don't want to do that because I respect the hell out of the dude. Don't want to ape off his stuff. But what I want to do is, I want to bring some exposure, so to speak. I know I only have eight viewers and a goat. I got it, but I kind of want to talk about my favorite low budget or underground movies, so to speak. And to start off, I can't think of a better way to start this series off than talking about not just Troma Studios, which is the only truly independent studio out there, and they've been going on for like 50 years or some such. But my favorite Troma movie, which is Tromeo and Juliet. Now, I know I could show footage or whatever, but I'm not gonna. Mainly because I don't want to get copyright stricken from Troma Films. I don't think I will, but I don't want to take that chance. But, be as it may, Tromeo and Juliet came out in the, I want to say the mid-90s. And everyone thought it was a Troma's version of the Leonardo DiCaprio, Claire Danes crap fest, Romeo and Juliet, the modern take. And it's not. It really isn't. It was made before that came out, but it wasn't released until after it came out. Because Lloyd Kaufman, the president of Troma Studios, who also, president and co-owner of Troma Studios, who also directed and co-wrote this movie, Tromeo and Juliet, he has this thing about he wants all of his movies to be shown in theaters. He wants to film in film. So it took a while to get released. But here's the breakdown for Tromeo and Juliet, and it's from the poster, which is body piercing, kinky sex, dismemberment, the things that made Shakespeare great. That's where you know where this movie is. This movie is a very 90s take on Tromeo and Juliet, but it's very 90s underground type stuff. The Capulets and the Qs, they're a feuding family because the Capulets, like the lead Capulet guy, him and Tromeo's father, they were both partners in a movie studio called Silky Studios, which is basically Troma. But then Capulet has Q basically sign over his rights to the company, and then they start putting out trash films. I won't say why because I don't want to spoil anything. I'm going to try to make this as spoiler-free as possible. I know the movie's more than 20 years old, and I do know there should be a statute of limitations for spoilers, but I want everyone to see this movie because the storyline is very Tromeo and Juliet. It's very Romeo and Juliet, I mean, except Juliet is bi, and she has a sex sequence with the cook. The cook is played by the amazingly sexy Debbie Rochon, and Juliet's played by I am so sorry, I'm blanking on her name. Jane Jensen, that's her name, and she is very attractive and adorable. And watch them make out or have sex, whatever it's. Yay! But so you get that, you get the sex sequence, and Tromeo is played by Will Keenan, who I think is a really good actor. I think he's a really talented actor. It's a shame I haven't seen him in much after this. Really, and that's not a knock on him or his career. I just haven't seen him in much. Like there's a lot of comedy, there's a lot of violence, like there's gore, but it's not. To me, it's not over the top. There's so like it's not over the top, so it's not really terrible. There's a penis monster, which is great. Daddy Capulet is a true pig, and he's everything like you'd think a pig would be. Like he's very much a sweaty fat dude. Now the actor who plays him is amazing in this movie. Like he's an amazing guy, amazing actor. And but like what he does to Juliet is just disgusting and disturbing. Like they very much imply that he that Capulet takes advantage of his daughter quite a lot. Um, like there's a lot of like my favorite character in this movie is the oh god, I can't think of his name. I'm terrible. He's my favorite character of the movie. London Arbuckle. That's him. London Arbuckle. He's he's this guy that Daddy Capulet trying to force Juliet to marry so that he can get his hands on the Arbuckle fortune. And the Arbuckles they make meat. They serve meat products. Juliet is a vegetarian, but London Arbuckle is amazing in this movie. Like he has my favorite line in the whole movie. Like he's trying to get Juliet excited about the honeymoon, like where he picked, and he's like, and they're going to Swansea, Wales, to see he's all excited they're going to see the biggest cattle drive in the world, but he winds up he has to take his we're going to Swansea, and the way he says it is just tremendous. It's I love this movie so much. I'm gonna have like pictures and stuff in this video, but and I know you can watch this on Amazon. I don't know if it's free or not on Amazon on Prime anyway, 100%. But I also truly know that if you have the Roku or the Fire Stick, Troma Now has an app. It's called Troma Now, but they have an app and you can watch all their movies on the app. It costs, I think, $10 to sign up, and I could be wrong on that, by the way. I just say I could be wrong because I've been a fan of it for a bit, even when it wasn't an app. Like you can watch it on your computer. You just go to tromanow.com and just push the link to their streaming services will be in the description below. But I really recommend everyone check this out. Like if you like underground movies, if you like the spirit of rebellion, of saying screw you Hollywood, of a truly independent studio with no fear, watch this movie. You'll love it. I'll be heading off now, but tune in next week, or for the next installment anyway, where I will go over my love of the movie. Now the tagline of this, I'm going to give you just a little hint. The tagline on the VHS cover for this movie is, at least on the back, the blurb is, the movie that natural born killers wishes it was. I'll leave you with that. Till then, everyone, keep watching movies. Have a great day.